Well, welcome everyone, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the Relive Opportunity presentation tonight. And my name is Lou Ann Pecorelli, and I live in Orem, Utah. And I'm your host for this evening. It was actually 14 years ago that I saw a presentation similar to what you're going to see, and I began my Relive journey. And my Relive life has been better, just not living. It's just better with Relive. A minute, my slides are okay. So who is Relive? Relive is a 32-year-old food science company and nutrition company. We have products that are clinically proven, they are patented, they're backed by science, and they're guaranteed to work. And that's what I loved about it, is they worked for me. We are the only epigenetic nutrition company in the United States, actually located in Chesterfield, Missouri, and we are a company with integrity and strong family values. So what makes Relive different? Relive, actually, I think it was because of these key things that we're going to talk about. Bioavailability was one of the things that I think was very different for me. I was taking handfuls of vitamins and specifically for muscles, bones, and joints, and I still had severe osteoporosis, degenerative disc disease. My body wasn't able to absorb what I was taking or break it down. And with our products being bioavailable, you know, it has what the body needs to absorb quickly. And so it's instant access to the nutrients in these shakes for greater benefits. And that's exactly what I saw. And so synergism. What is synergism? Synergism is the total combination of ingredients in science-based formulas. You know, we have complex formulas, but they're easy to use. They're clinically proven and they work. We have smart combinations with this synergism. And optimal nutrition is higher levels of key nutrients, not just minimum daily requirements. And then we have also guaranteed quality ingredients, and they are tested for purity and potency, and you know what you're getting is really in the can, exactly what the label says is in the can. So these are the biggest difference in what makes Relive work. And like I said, we are company owned in the United States in Chesterfield, Missouri. So this is Dr. Carl Hastings on the right and Dr. Alfredo Galvez on the left. We have science behind our products. Just a second, I'm gonna go up here and see who I need to mute. Actually, I can't see where to mute at the moment. There, okay, let me check this just a minute. Okay. Okay, I think I have everyone muted. I apologize. Okay, so like I said, this is Dr. Carl Hastings on the right. He was actually voted number 9 out of 5,000 chief scientific officers. I was always impressed with Dr. Carl. He had a PhD in food science and just a brilliant man, and responsible for most of our product patents. He had, you know, we had 10 product patents issued. They're clinically proven formulas, and we are pioneers in nutritional epigenetics. Dr. Galvez on the left, you know, he's the discoverer of the lunasin soy peptide, and we're going to talk about that. So what is lunasin? Like I mentioned, it's a soy peptide, and it's naturally occurring it's found in seed-bearing plants, and I like that. You know, we have a superior source of lunasin in the soybean. And the lunasin attaches to the epigenome of the DNA, and it tells the genes which genes to turn on and which to turn off. I always like to say it turns the bad genes off and the good genes on. We have core nutrition, and this is so important. I talk to people that have been on Relive for 28, 29 years, and they got many results with the core nutrition. So the core nutrition helps our bodies heal at the epigenetic level. And the core nutrition is the foundation for each of us for good health. There's key vitamins, nutrients, amino acids, over 72 vitamins and nutrients in each of these core nutrition products. And, basically formulated, clinically proven formulas and formulated for what our body needs. We also have children's products. And on the top is chocolate and vanilla for kids. Although it's not always just for children. My mother at 80 years old started on the chocolate and her memory improved so much they said they no longer could accurately diagnose her with Alzheimer's. But for children, it helps with energy, it helps mental performance, and it helps keep our kids healthy. And on the left, the now with the whey is vanilla flavor. The classic in the center is more of a plain taste, and it's that product that Dr. Klogris actually formulated that really started the Relive company. And then we have now with Luna Rich and that Lunacin in it, that's a vanilla flavor and a soy base. So it's balanced nutrition, patented as a whole food. So core nutrition can be personalized with these targeted solutions. And sometimes, we need a little extra to add to that core nutrition. We have Fiber Store for digestive health, and I love Fiber Store. And it has 10 grams of soluble and insoluble fiber, helps with cholesterol, blood sugar levels. It has antioxidants, helps us with a stronger immune system. It helps me to feel full, and it's an orange vanilla flavor, and I love it. Also, Artheffect for joint health. It's a low-calorie collagen, protein-rich protein. It also has additional ingredients in it, and it decreases inflammation. It has clinical studies on it also. And then we have Cardio Essentials for heart health. And I use Cardio Essentials. It has helped me with my cholesterol. It's clinically shown to reduce the cholesterol, and my doctor told me nothing I did would lower my cholesterol because I have a genetic cholesterol problem, but I am in normal ranges now. It is patented, and I love that it's a Vitaberry flavor that has powerful antioxidants, and it relaxes the arterial walls for efficient circulation. And the doctors say they can feel my circulation in my ankles through my socks. So Glucofect is for blood sugar management. It's also clinically shown to maintain healthy blood sugars, and many people have lost weight using Glucofect. It has cardiovascular health, helps with blood pressure, cholesterol, and it's a cinnamon cream flavor. And then energy. Who doesn't need energy? We have 24K. It's a healthy energy drink, and I like that because it's healthy. It has 0 caffeine, and we have 0 sugar in it. It breaks the fatigue cycle. And sometimes I do. I just feel a little fatigued. I don't know that I really need a lot of energy, but I just feel a little fatigued, and this really does help me. It also helps me with focus and mental clarity. And then reverse age. I'm getting older, so yes, I want to reverse my age, and who doesn't? But this is one of my favorite lime drinks. It helps with hormonal decline as we age, those hormones decline. It revitalizes, it's anti-aging. It is patented also, and it enhances our overall wellness inside and out. And then we have Provantage. It's a plant-based protein, and it helps us with that athletic performance. And it helped me when I pulled a muscle. I pulled a muscle in my hip doing some exercises, and I will tell you, Provantage was that relief, and I've not had that pain return, so I'm grateful for Provantage. And then So Essentials is a women's wellness product. It supports the immune system, as most of our products do, but it balances mood swings, helps with hot flashes, and it promotes bone health, and it helps nerves and muscle tissue also. And then we have 3 Energize. The Energize is actually an electrolyte balance. It hydrates, and I love it because if I get a muscle cramp or anything like that, it relieves it. But the two Energize we have that comes in lemon and orange are sweetened with fructose like that of an apple. And now we have the new one that is sweetened with stevia. It's a lemon lime ice and it's delicious and it's only 20 calories. But all three of them actually are the same formula and deliver the awesome results. And we have more targeted solutions specifically for immune support. So like I mentioned, all of our products support our immune system, but the defense that came out just at the time of COVID, which was just amazing, to me it's kind of like a miracle, but defense actually stimulates our immune system through cell regeneration. And I like that, to regenerate our cells. It also helps us with stress, and I definitely breathe better because of the histamine effects that defense has. And then Lunarich X, which is our trade name for the Lunacin, that is the most concentrated pure Lunacin extract. And it promotes optimal health at that epigenetic level, as we talked about. It also helps with cholesterol, and the Lunarich X powers up the benefits from the other Relive products. It's cutting edge science. Dr. Galvez actually discovered the Lunacin in 1996, and it was an award-winning new product in 2013. And then last but not least, the Fit3 program. And I love the Fit3 program. Actually was in on the trial and we only had active, but I lost 13 pounds and 5 inches from my waist with active alone and returned to my 103 high school weight. And one thing I like about this program is it's not just a weight loss program. It's a complete program. It's lifestyle. We have exercise that goes with it. We have exercise videos that cost absolutely nothing, and nutrition help, a lot of recipes. And Tina up there in the green, you can see she's the coach with the Fit3 program. And, she's just amazing. And I learned so much from her. But the burn also ignites your metabolism and it assists in fat burning. And the Purify, it is a liver cleanse and it burns calories and fat, and it's a probiotic. And I love the Purify also. You can tell I love all the Relive products. And then we have the RLV hemp line. And the hemp is organically grown in the USA. It's non-GMO and gluten-free. We have multi-step testing to ensure purity and efficacy. And our RLV line is third-party tested from a reputable source. It's not, just made somewhere and you don't know what you're getting. It has a certificate of analysis, which is very important. And we have that on every batch. And you'll not find higher quality hemp products anywhere. I love the RLV hemp balm you see right there for my dry skin. The others are tinctures and they all taste great. So when I first started Relive, this is something that really caught my attention. My husband and I owned and operated an automotive business. We hadn't had a vacation in 16 years. And when I went to conferences, I would see this Clovis Foundation and all the children whose lives were being changed, and it went to my heart. And the trips didn't excite me, and we're going to talk about that later because, like I said, we hadn't had a vacation in 16 years. But this Clovis Foundation, when it went to my heart and I earned a trip to Malaysia, it totally changed my life. And we feed over 40,000, mostly children, daily with the Relive products. And you're going to see some changes in a minute that it changes their life completely. But we have hundreds of nutritional programs in 9 countries, and it's distributor supported. Down in the right is Dr. Theodore Clogris, and he was the creator of the original Relive Classic formula, and he's the namesake of this Relive Clogris Foundation. He had a very caring heart, and he wanted us to take care of his children, as he said. So when I was in Malaysia, this lady came into one of the feeding stations, and she had AIDS. You can see she's skeletal. I don't think they thought she would make it, but they put that core nutrition in that feeding tube. And she was 53 pounds. And in 5 months, I believe it was, she had muscle definition and didn't even look like the same lady. Relive helped many people with AIDS get their life back, as it has helped many people improve the quality of their life through the Clogris Foundation. So let's look at a few more. The Clogris Foundation is in Haiti, and this is Rodlin. And Rodlin had severe edema. Now, if you look at his arms and his legs, that's what my mother's legs looked like when she came to live with me at 80 years old. And she was in renal insufficiency with only one kidney. And in 3 months, my mother's skin looked exactly like Rodlin's on the very last picture on the right. And that picture was taken 4 months after starting on Relive. And you can see what beautiful skin he had. My mother's kidney remained functioning in normal ranges until she was 94 and just passed away this year. And she didn't die of kidney failure. That's the amazing thing. She had a quality of life that the doctor said she would not have. And she just died of old age, thanks to Relive. And then this is Rosemarie. Rosemarie is 2 years old in these pictures, from the Philippines, where we have more feeding stations. But she weighed 8 pounds, and that's, the weight of a newborn, and only 2 feet tall. But you can see the difference. Rosemarie, was given the Relive Now for Kids, and 19 days, Rosemarie gained 6 pounds and started to form muscle. It's amazing what happens when your body gets that balanced nutrition. So these are some results from, children in that Clogris Foundation. But let's go around the country a little bit and let's hear what results other people are getting. And first, I want to introduce you to Robert Laird. And I mentioned, and he was up there in that exercise video. And Robert, would you come on and tell us about your Relive journey?
I would love to. Thanks for having me. My name is Robert Laird, and I'm here in Garden Grove, California. And Relive came into my life 12 years ago, and it was after my mom had had a massive stroke. And a lady from her church said, "Why don't you try these products out? They might help you." And she did try the products, and she got some pretty incredible results. And then my dad got some incredible results with pain relief. And I saw a way that I could help people and get paid for it. I was working for a nonprofit at the time. In fact, I was running it, and the economy was really bad. And so I was looking for just a little bit of extra money for gas so that I could go on dates with Lauren. Basically, I was looking for $50 extra a month. And I figured this would be a good way to do that. So I jumped in at the top profit level, didn't know what it tasted like, smelled like, anything like that, didn't care, just cared that it worked, and was excited about my parents' results. Next day at Disneyland, I was sharing what had happened with my dad, and a lady's like, "Well, how do I get that stuff?" I was like, "I don't know, I'll call and ask my dad, I guess." And so what ended up happening from that conversation is I made $50 profit my first day in the business, and my eyes were open to the possibility of what this could do. So over the last 12 years, every month we've gotten paid from Relive, and it's been, as we've built this business in the cracks of our lives, we've made as much as $4,000 in a calendar month. We've earned a couple of trips. We've earned a couple of bonuses, which were the first professional bonuses I've ever gotten in my life. And we have a quality of life that we just never imagined for people that live in Orange County, California, that are our age. The unexpected benefit for us really were the products. We took the products mainly prevention. We were thinking, well, we got to take the products for our business, and they'll help us in the future not deal with the things that maybe we deal with otherwise. But what I discovered is about 9 months into taking these products, I was sitting around flowers and under a flowering tree, which would normally cause allergy issues, stuffy nose and itchy eyes and all that fun stuff. And I realized I was just enjoying a talk with a friend and a cup of coffee, and they weren't bothering me. We now have a garden all over our yard, it seems like. We got flowers everywhere. And it's just not an issue for me. I don't have to worry about all of that kind of thing. And I love that. I've also got an old soccer injury where it hurt when it was rainy, or air conditioning, stuff like that. And I'll never forget running up and down stairs behind our church one Sunday while it was raining and it was cool for California, and realizing my knee didn't hurt. And that's been a fantastic thing too, because when you have pain from a sports injury, it just stinks. And now for the last 11 years, I haven't had to deal with that. So I can ride bikes and do all these fun things that I just didn't do very often anymore. So we absolutely love that we get to build a business by helping people help themselves. And we also love that we get to pay it forward with the Klogers Foundation and really help the people that can't help themselves as well. And I just don't know any other business that gives you that kind of an opportunity. So for these reasons, we will always be sharing Relive, and we absolutely love it.
Awesome, Robert. Thank you. I totally agree. And so now we're going to go to Alum. Alum Dinka, she actually lives in Texas and she's an ambassador with Relive. Lovely lady that I have met and we've become friends through Relive. And that's another side effect of Relive. We meet many good friends in Relive. So Alum, will you come on and share your Relive journey?
I love to. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank
Yes.
you.
Yes, Relief is truly a prayer answer for me. I suffered with migraine headache for about 20 years. Almost every other day or every day is a migraine day, and it's a horrible, horrible disease. And then my job involved very stressful and demanding, so that triggered it even more. But I did not want to, even though I work for a medical center, I did not want to take prescription medication. And so my coworkers made fun of me. You know, she likes pain because I just don't want the side effect. So I was searching. I don't know what I was searching, but I was hoping I'll find something. Finally, I met a lady at a Women Health Expo who shared about the Relief products. And then more than that, she started to tell me what has happened for her and her family. She started with her son and then her husband. And then she said, me, migraine. And I mean, I had chills. What are the chances? And I said, tell me more about migraine. And she said, who do you know? I said, right here, me. So she shared with me and invited me to come and learn more about it. Um, the only reason I went is because she called me as a follow-up and said, do you know how to get there to the hotel? And then I felt obligated to go. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone. You know, what you don't know, you don't miss. So but I went, and thank God I did. And I heard stories like we're sharing now, and the mission of the company to nourish the world, that touched my heart as well. And I just felt like that was a prayer answer. So so the display of the cans, and I said, can I buy some of this? I didn't know they are empty cans. She said, we'll talk. And then that night I followed her and got products she recommended. I was so, so excited to get rid of this pain and start to take the products she recommended for me. In about a couple of weeks, the migraine was much lighter. I get it, but it's gone. It didn't last as long. And then in about 3 weeks, barely got the migraine. By the end of the next month, I did not have migraine. This is after 20 years of suffering. I kept taking it, fearing it may come back. Maybe it's just I'm thinking I don't have it. I never got it. I also had lower back pain for 6 years. My doctor didn't know why I was having the back pain, so just say take painkillers. How long? Well, if you're in pain, you take painkillers. And I say no. So that was another solution that just disappeared. And I did not have the back pain after all these years. And you can imagine how I felt. My coworkers where I used to work, they've never seen me smile. And when they say, how are you? I say, I'm fine, keep your voice down. With migraine, you know, voice is noise and all kinds of things bother you. And then suddenly I go to work and I'm smiling, I'm saying, hey, and joking, and they're giving me a second look as to like, what's wrong with her today? And so I start to tell them, you know, this is why I was in pain, but now I don't have the pain. And also my daughter was from a very young age, she had eczema, and that was a struggle. I didn't want to put the ointment that has warning. And so when I found Relief, they didn't have the kids product. She's still a minor, but there's no warning. So I started to just experiment giving her a small amount. That cleared up the eczema and it never came back. And so at that point, you know, there's no way one could get the products away from me. So I start telling people with excitement, just sharing when they asked me and they wanted it. So I was calling the person who introduced me and say, I need 2 cans of this, 3 cans of that for my coworkers. She said, you could do this. I say, no, I can't sell. I have a good job. Thank you. And she said, no, you're leaving money on the table. And I'm like, oh, I am. So I said, you know, I can share. And she said, you did the hard work. Hard work is sharing with people. And so I said, that's the hard work. Then I do harder job now. So I start to share. And so before I knew, I was earning an income. And so I decided I want to be home. Because when I work long hours. I work home. I manage a big admitting department. So there's no end to my work day. And so I barely spend time with my daughter. And so I decided, why don't I take a leave of absence and see where that goes? Luckily, they allowed me a year leave. And because I've never done anything like this, so I wasn't sure if I could do it. But things start to change. I spent quality time with my daughter, my family, and then after she went back to school, I focused on it, and I never went back to any job, and so it gave me a quality of life. And the income is good, and but it's a reflection of the lives you touch, and that's the beauty of Relive. You don't make money and run away from people. You have to change somebody's life to be able to earn any income. So that I love. It's a mission, it's a purpose it gives you. And so now I have 2 little grandchildren that live far away from Dallas. So I get to see them, except COVID now keep us apart, but hopefully it won't last. But I was able to go there and see them. They come here. I didn't have to ask permission anybody. I just take time off, spend time with them. And so it's amazing. And one thing I forgot also is the lunar checks. When it was introduced, I wore prescription glass all my life, almost since high school. Then when I start taking Relive, my doctor started to reduce the strength of my prescription glass. And now I have no need for prescription glass. I can read, I can drive night, day, which I wasn't able to do before. So these products are life-changing. They rebuild your body, same as the opportunity. And so I truly feel my blessing, and I thank God for Relive.
Thank you, Alan. And I'm so grateful you shared and all the results you've gotten. And, many people are looking for home-based businesses now. And, that kind of helped you out. And, you have that time freedom that Relive offers to everyone. So thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure.
So next, let's go to Marilyn Sipes. Marilyn lives in Kansas City. And Marilyn, can you tell us a little bit about your Relive experience?
I would be happy to. Thanks for inviting me. I'm Marilyn Sipes. I'm an oncology nurse in Kansas City, Missouri, and I just retired this summer at the age of 72. It was 15 years ago that I found Relive through one of my former cancer patients, and she shared it with me, invited me to a presentation, and I heard about that money back guarantee. And at that time, I was on Social Security disability for 2.5 years. I had been on narcotics for 5 years. I had a spinal cord stimulator in my back, all because of a failed back surgery years before that developed into spinal stenosis and degenerative disc disease. I had sciatic nerve pain, numbness in my leg. I limped when I walked. I rode the wheelchair cart at the grocery store, and I was miserable. And I was getting all kinds of doctors and treatments and traction, acupuncture, therapy of all sorts. I had a spinal cord stimulator implanted in my back, and I was going back to get more steroid injections and epidural blocks. And when Relive came in and I started taking the products, right away I saw more energy and better sleep. In 6 weeks, I was weaning off of all those medications. In 6 months, I was able to go back to work as a nurse. I got off disability and ended up with another 14-year career. I've had results with irritable bowel issues, diverticulitis, all well controlled with the Relive products. Been medication free, and not without issues. I'm not cured, but I have a life I never thought I'd have. I don't limp anymore. I've helped other people by getting into this business, and I went in at the top profit level because I wanted to share it, not thinking I would ever be a nurse again. And that product was gone in about 3 months. I had that credit card paid back and making several $100s a month in addition to getting my products paid for. So Relive was always going to be a part of my life. And now that I'm retired, I can do this full time and have increased my income considerably at this point. So I will be forever grateful for my friend that shared Relive with me.
Oh, thank you, Marilyn. And I feel the same way. You know, where would we have been if our friend didn't care enough to share Relive with us? So now we're going to go over to Pennsylvania. And this is my friend Terry Cover, who is also an ambassador with Relive, which means they've helped a lot of people and cared about a lot of people. So Terry, will you come on and share your experience of Relive with us? If you're talking, we can't hear you. Let me. Just a second, let me see if.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, yes. Thank
Okay.
you, Terry.
I had to unmute it 2 times for some reason. Okay.
Oh, okay, we can hear you now.
Awesome. Well, I'm Terry Cover from Bedford, Pennsylvania, as Lou Ann said, and I've been on these amazing products now for almost 11 years. I've just seen several amazing results over the years. You know, just seems like something happens all the time, and I go to these products and get great results. Some of those results being relief from migraine headaches I suffered with for years and years, to the point I'd have to literally go to the hospital for a shot to get rid of them. Like they were debilitating, and I couldn't even work. And so that was a great relief. I used to hurt a lot from arthritis issues, from logging injuries, and over the years my body's been able to heal itself to the point I don't hurt now, and I don't have to take any kind of medication for any kind of pain. But my biggest result I really feel is being able to control my type 2 diabetes with the Relive products only. I take no medications at all for anything. And, you know, before finding Relive, I was taking a lot of medications, and that worked for a while, but eventually they quit doing what they were supposed to do, and my numbers got higher and higher, and they wanted to keep adding more pills, and I just said, no, stop. You know, you can only take so much medication and still function at a working job. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I'd lost all the feeling in my feet. My toes were getting black on the ends. I was very worried what was going on. And so when somebody introduced me to Relive, I thought this could be the answer, what I've been praying for, what I've been searching for. Why not try it? So I jumped into these products in literally 6 months' time, being very faithful, very consistent, taking the product. My blood sugar numbers started to stabilize in the normal levels and didn't go up. At that point, I was able to back off the medications, eventually get completely off of them. About a year into the products, I got all the feeling back in my feet, which was huge, very huge for me. And to this day, I take no medication for anything, especially the diabetes. I have perfect blood work, literally perfect blood work. And I love the fact that when something happens, I've had several accidents where I've had to go to these products to help me out with pain issues, and it's just amazing. But you know, the other side of this, I knew other people were hurting. I knew that I had a hold of something here that changed my life, and it would help change other people's lives. And I just needed to share it. I love talking to other people about what this product can do for them. You know, I share a little bit of what it did for me, and there's always a need that you can address with somebody else. And, you know, I love the fact that I can be a part of helping somebody else get well again, get off their medications, and Relive sends me a check. And that's a pretty big blessing to me. That's extra, you know, for something I was going to do anyhow. And it's just an amazing product, an amazing company, and I'll never quit taking the products, and I'll never quit sharing them with other people.
Thank you, Terry, and I totally agree with you. You know, it's that we care about people, and when you find something that works, you want to help other people, and that's exactly what we do in Relive, isn't it?
That's exactly right. Yes, you got it, Lou Ann.
Well, I thank all of you for sharing tonight, and you know, you've heard some incredible health results, and also, you know, sharing, and so a business kind of is born because these products work. But, you know, I do need to make a disclaimer that we don't claim to diagnose or cure or treat any diseases. But when we put this optimal epigenetic nutrition in our bodies are amazing. They will do amazing things. And like I mentioned in the beginning, you know, that nutritional support, it helps our bodies to do what it's intended to do, and that's to heal itself. And so that's exactly how these products work. And I, like Marilyn and Alum and Robert and Terry, you know, I've had amazing results on the products. I avoided surgery with degenerative disc disease when my doctor told me that was my only option. I turned 73 this year and I take no medications. My body is allergic to chemicals, and so medications actually do not work well for me. And so I'm grateful that my friend shared Relive with me and that I don't have to take those medications. But, you know, I have a stronger immune system. I haven't had a virus in 14 years that I've been on the Relive products. And I think that's a huge thing now, especially with everything going on with COVID. And so, you know, I don't get bronchitis every spring and fall, have energy, and I love being a part of the Relive company. And so we're going to talk a little bit about, you know, about the Relive as a business. And this Relive is a solid business because these products work, especially you heard, you know, you take them consistently and amazing things happen. And in the center here is Ryan Montgomery. He is the CEO of Relive International. We are a direct selling association member, and you know, everybody says if direct selling associations did as well and were modeled after Relive, we would all be, I mean, it's just amazing because we are the example of how direct selling associations should work in businesses. So we are a solid business and we have core values, and you know, it's that belief and trust and integrity that the Relive International stands for. So, you know, if you're interested in like a home-based business like Alum and Robert and Terry started sharing with people, and Marilyn, and then, you know, that's what I did. And a business was born for me. And so in our automotive business, there was only one way, and occasionally they could get bonuses, but there was only one way to earn money. But in Relive, we have 5 ways to make money. We have retail profits and wholesale profits, overrides. We have cash bonuses and trips, and an ambassador program. And we're going to go through those briefly. So most people understand about retail. And so I had purchased the products retail from my friend for a couple of months, and I got amazing results. And so I went to her one day, and from our automotive business, I knew I could purchase wholesale. And so I said to her, how can I purchase these products wholesale? And she said, I don't know, let me find out. And so we kind of found out together. And so pretend that it's you're my friend, and you're in that green box, and maybe, you know, you are the distributor. And so you can earn retail, and you can make anywhere from $20 to $40, depending on where you position yourself. And it's always an option and a choice. So if you retail $100, you would get paid either $20 or $40. The interesting thing about this is, and I don't know that everything is like this, but Relive is, everyone is a potential customer. You know, the person that introduced Relive to me was my neighbor, and she was my friend. And then I put my mom on it, and my mom shared with her friends. And so a business was born. And so you can purchase retail, or you can purchase wholesale. And this is what I went to my friend and I asked for. You know, how can I purchase these products wholesale? And so I decided to become that master affiliate at that 40% because I wanted the products for the best price. I wasn't going to the health food store anymore. I wanted my own health food store in my basement. I wasn't taking handfuls of supplements that didn't work. I only needed the Relive products. And so I decided the option of master affiliate at that 40% savings was my best option. And so I received $5,000 worth of product, but I only paid $3,250. And that was awesome because I saved $1,750. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. But being as I positioned myself at that 40% master affiliate level, you know, there were customers that came in our store and they had needs that hurt, or the advertising agent that was falling asleep, that couldn't stay awake every day between 2 and 3 trying to sell me ads. And so they all said, get me some Relive. So some started at that 25%, that they paid $375, but they got $500 worth of product. So they saved $125 and they were happy and getting a 25% savings. Or if they shared it with someone, because that was extra cans at that 25% wholesale level, you know, they could earn 25%. So $25 for every 100 that they might share retail. Or if someone was at 40% like I was, that 25% customer, then I would earn 15%. And you could see if someone decided 35%, then you would earn 5% at that 40% master affiliate position, and 10% if someone was at that 30%. And so, when we are helping and sharing with other people, our volumes increasing, and so our profit increases also. Or our savings. If you just want to save on the products, you have that option also of 25, 30, 35, 40, and 20. It's always an option and a choice that you can make. And then there's overrides. And if you think about it, you have residual bills. Why not have residual income? So when I positioned myself as master affiliate up there in that, I guess it's kind of orange box, and I shared with my friend Pam, and she decided to become a master affiliate. Relive paid me 8% on all of Pam's group, and she was sharing and helping other people. And I started thinking about this, and to me it was like helping people set themselves up in business. Like when we first opened our business, we were a franchise. So to me, this was like setting people up in franchises, only it only cost $20 and not over $150,000 like we paid. And then we needed specialized equipment and employees and all that. And so, if Susan shares with Jim, and Jim shares with Wendy, and Wendy shares with Maria, and Maria shares with Bill, you see that residual income starts to build, and it's, you see those percentages, and they get less, but the volume is growing, and so you're actually earning more money, and it's an awesome override residual income program. And so there's also cash bonuses, and the interesting thing is, you can earn a cash bonus the very day you decide to start with Relive. We have many programs that offer that, and I've earned cash bonuses. And when I first started, we had to do high volumes, and now you don't have to do that. You can share with 3 people, and if they start at that quick start, that $500 level, you can earn a $250 bonus. And that's really awesome, to get those bonuses and trips. I earned a trip to Malaysia, like I mentioned, with the Clovers Foundation. And then Relive thought that trip was so hard on us. And I mean, it was like, we stayed in a 5-star hotel. And I mean, it was amazing. They sent us to Hawaii. And when I checked in, the lady said, "Oh, all your room and everything is paid for. How did you do that?" And I said, "I work with this awesome company and they paid for this trip for me." And she said, I want to know about that company. And so, the trips, they're another opportunity to share the Relive story with other people. And then there's the Star Director bonus that increases those percentages by 1%. And it's just extra bonuses that you can earn. And then the ambassador program. And this is a program that you're invited into, like Terry Cover's an ambassador, Alum's an ambassador. And, it's because they've helped a lot of people, but there's extra cash bonuses, recognition, travel, and it's all because Relive pays you to help others. To me, it's kind of like an advertising word of mouth program. And that's kind of how Relive gets out there. You won't hear about it unless someone really cares about you to share Relive with you. So let's talk about, 2 ways to get started. You can become a customer, and you can fuel your body with the highest quality of nutritional products, and they'll be shipped right to your door, and you can save 10% savings as a retail customer, or 20% if you decide to do an auto ship. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and so you can start there, or you can become a distributor for $20, and you can earn or save 20 to 40% discount, or it can be your profit, and you can share products with your family and friends and your neighbors, whoever you come in contact with, even strangers, as we talked about a little bit ago. And so there are, like I said, always options with Relive, and you can choose the option that is best for you. These are two smart options to get started. Like I mentioned, the quick start as an affiliate, and you only pay $375, but you receive $500 worth of product. I was out of town this weekend, and I got a call, and the lady said, I want that $500 order. And so we did that. And she was excited because it was free shipping on the first order. And she actually saved $150, and she saved that 25%. And she's a hypnotherapist. And if she shares, then that 25% is her profit level. Or you can decide to become a master affiliate like I did, because I want the products at the best price. And that's a 35 to 40% savings or profit level. And your first order is 35%, and that 5% is paid to the person that is helping you. And then orders after that are 40%. But you pay only $3,250, and you receive $5,000 worth of product. That's also a free shipping on your first order, which is a great savings. And if you share the entire order, you would earn $1,750, which is a 54% return on your investment. Now, I didn't share that whole order, but I was grateful that I had it, because that's part of the order I fed my mom and kept her off of kidney dialysis. And it was so worth it, because she had a quality of life that the doctors said she would not have. It's also a tax write-off, because it's your business, and it's the highest savings and profit for a lifetime. So as a distributor, you have another 100% guarantee on any unopened product. So, Relive offers many options, and but people want personal freedom. We actually thought we had personal freedom when we started our automotive business, but we learned that was not the case. Our business owned us. And with my Relive business, I can decide, how and when I work, if I want to do it part-time, if I do it full-time, and I help people, and, it's personal freedom to me. I can go and enjoy my family. So Relive really is personal freedom compared to our traditional business. And then financial security. We actually thought we had everything figured out with financial security with our automotive business, but things changed in that business. And what we had planned and thought we would have for retirement, we lost it all. And so at 70, I started over. But my Relive business never failed me. That residual income comes every month. I get a check every week, and I'm helping people to find financial security and personal freedom with optimal health. And and that's the other side of it. I'm so grateful. I'm 73 years old. I take no meds. I can outjump my grandkids on the pogo stick. And I have a life that I did not have before Relive. I have absolutely no pain that I had in my 30s. And I used to get sick, more, and I don't. And so optimal health, these are three amazing goals: personal freedom, financial security, and optimal health. And Relive offers all three. So today, you'll live better the day you start on Relive. You can become a customer, you can become a distributor, you can become a master affiliate. It's all a choice, but live better starting today with Relive. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Great job, Lou Ann.
Thank you, Robert.
Great job.
Thank you, Eileen.
Great job.